Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, I want to talk about 5 watches under $5,000 that I think are quite special. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my H. Moser Endeavor on my custom-made combat strap. I know last videos you guys loved that I gave a shout out to combat straps and you want to see a review. I will be making a review in the next 10 days or so. I just got the strap today. I want to wear it for a while. But boy, does this thing look handsome. Also guys, a bunch of cool watches just hit delraywatch.com. We have an unworn H. Moser Endeavor, Pioneer Tourbillon, very cool. The discontinued Cosmic Green Dial, also Moser, and we have stuff for every price point. This is a very cool Fortis Spacematic, skeletonized dial under $1,000. We have everything at Del Rey Watch from $500 to 500,000. Well, not at the moment, but eventually. So guys, go check it out. Link in the description below, a bunch of new offerings. So yeah, guys, $5,000. I believe it to be a very nice price point for a luxury watch. Don't get me wrong, it is still a lot of money, quite expensive, but it is the sweet spot to where I think you can start getting some very cool watches with in-house movements and very interesting stuff. Obviously, under $5,000 that's possible too, but I think $5,000 is where it becomes easier. So today I came up with 5 $5,000 watches or under that I think are quite special. So let's start, and this is in no particular order by the way, but let's start with the most obvious one, the Zenith El Primero. The Zenith El Primero, named that way because it was supposed to be the first automatic chronograph ever made. Now what can we say? This watch is iconic. A few things make it special. First of all, it's a column wheel chronograph, which at this price point, very hard to find. What is a column wheel chronograph? Well, it's a chronograph architecture that dictates how the chronograph stops and starts. It uses a column wheel, which makes the action quite a bit smoother. This is used in Patek Philippe's, Langenzonas. It's in every serious high-end chronograph there is a column wheel. Usually it starts at a significantly higher price point. It also beats at 36,000 beats per hour, which is quite a bit higher than the average 28.8, 21.6, or 18,000. So high beat, column wheel, and a very elegant architecture. Yes, some people say there's some superfluous parts, but it is definitely over-engineered. Now, the fact that you can get this under $5,000, and significantly under in most cases, just goes to show that the market for Zenith isn't that strong, even though it is getting a lot better. I think it's very hard to get horology like this under this price point, and I recommend everybody take a look at a Zenith El Primero. Next is the JLC Master Control Ultra Thin, particularly the first generation in 34 millimeters. Now guys, this is a Jaeger Ultra Thin that's actually built in their hot horology department because ultra thin is technically considered a high complication by many. And it's under $5,000, actually almost about half that price, a little bit more than that, simply because 34 millimeters is not the most fashionable size. However, if you've got a small wrist and you need a dress watch, this manual wind movement, very elegantly designed, very well finished by what many consider to be the watchmaker's watchmaker, is absolutely one you have to take a look at. I'm going to be honest, I'm nowhere near close to having the wrist to fit it, but I kind of wish I did. A lot of watch for the money. Next is something quirky, and it is the Rolex Oysterquartz. Federico, you're including a quartz watch? Well, hear me out. This is one of the first ever quartz movements made after the Beta 21, which was the first Swiss-made quartz movement. It's very mechanical in nature. So it's all the downsides of mechanical watches. It needs overhauls and it's maybe a little bit more fragile. And you get quartz accuracy for the most part. But it's Rolex's kind of foray into quartz, and a lot of collectors love it. Highly underappreciated for many years because, of course, it is quartz. These can be picked up for $3,000 to $4,000 today. And mark my words, this will be worth quite a bit of money one day. Now, yes, I know a lot of people scoff at quartz, and for the most part, so do I, but this is a very cool part of history and a very over-engineered quartz movement. Fourth is a watch I don't think any of you have heard of, or very few of you have, and that is the Chronometer Verka. Excuse my German. I know it because I used to work at Wempe. Now, Wempe is more than a watch retailer in New York and Germany. They also make watches and have a chronometry observatory in Germany. The Wempe Chronometer Verka was a tonneau-shaped watch created in conjunction with Nomos to use an exclusive movement. They even have a tourbillon version, but this is a manual wind German watch, extremely highly decorated, chronometer certified by the Wempe Observatory. For if you can find one, the hard part about this is not the price, which should be well under $5,000. It's actually finding them because they were very rare. If you like that kind of Frank Mueller style, but with real watchmaking chops and something rare and unique, pretty hard to beat this Wempe. Now, last is a watch brand I've been talking about a lot lately, and I swear I'm going to give it a rest, but probably the highest quality watch at this price point. The Roger Dubuis Easy Diver. Now, before you say, well, Federico, where could you get one for $5,000? Delray Watch just sold one for $4,500, so it is possible, even though they're not common. Yes, the design is not for everybody, but here you have a hot horology watch with a Geneva seal movement created in small batches of maybe 1,000 to 2,000 watches a year, with retail prices in the $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 range at under $5,000 if you get lucky. And trust me, you can get lucky. Yes, not for everybody design-wise, but if you want high horology, high quality, and a quirky design, check out Roger Dubuis, particularly the Easy Divers, which is their entry-level price point on the pre-owned market. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. It really does help. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.